coming to you live on YouTube. You know what? I missed this. And you know what? My older sisters will be mad at me because they're a fan of this lady. I grew up, listening to her music, being the youngest out of pretty much about 10, practically of seven, between my mother and father. And she's a legend. I mean, she's been in the game for a long time. This is one Miss Patti LaBelle. And if you know anything about good old fashioned music, back in the day music, this woman's a legend. She's been in the game for over 50 years. She's been a performer, an actress, entrepreneur. I mean, she's done so much. Now, yeah, a couple of days ago was her birthday, and I was so busy working on so many other videos and stuff like that. I missed it. I saw it. It was posted, and I said, you know what, I got to do a video for her because this is I listened to her music coming up as a kid. I listened to her music even today, you know, and this is just something to respect to her as an artist and just as a person. Now, she was born Patricia Lewis Holt, May 24th of 1944, and she's from the great city of Philadelphia. She's a Philly girl, and there's a lot of great artists that came out of Philly. It's a lot of legends, and especially and she started a career around about the '60s. She performed with a group called Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. And they were a singing group for a good part of the '60s. They had a somewhat decent career, but then her career really hit around the '70s when they became the song Lady Marmalade, and they became the groups the LaBelles for a while. And she had a big following at the time. Um, and it did all right for a good bit. And then around about the '80s, she became a solo artist. She had a lot of songs, and some of you might remember, the new attitude, only if you knew, stir it up. I mean, that was for the soundtrack for the movie Beverly Hills Cop, if you remember it. I mean, she has a list of songs, but people might remember one of the best duets she ever did in her career was a song "On My Own" with Michael McDonald. You remember Michael McDonald was the group, um, what was that group name? It was the Doobie Brothers, and then he became a solo artist himself. And you remember, Michael McDonald, but everybody remember "On My Own." Once again now. It's a classic song. And good part of the career, she did all right, but she always had a fashion style to her. And she won a couple of Grammys during her career, a good part of the '90s. She had a couple of albums during that time. She made friends with a lot of artists, and just her fashion went to her. She had the big hairstyle. I think some of my sisters try to do that style, and when they're younger, but it was expensive to do. And Patty's career, kept on going in the '90s. Even she started acting. She played a role of Dwayne Wayne's mother, Adele, on the series A Different World. She had a few episodes. And I like that character. Remember, she made that famous prune cobbler. The only person I really liked the prune cobbler other side of Kadeem Hardison character Dwayne was that girl that Ron was dating. I remember the episode that was a Christmas or Thanksgiving episode. His mama came to visit, and the girl said, "I like someone more that prune cobbler." And even though, and she hooked up with artists like Prince and Mariah Carey. I remember while she was doing an interview on our City Hall show, she remembers how Prince dressed up like 3 or 4 different times. And Prince also wrote that song, "Hey, Mr. Where Your Daughter." I mean, that's a great song. And I mean, her career just spanned. I mean, and her friendship with uh, Gladys Knight. They have like a frenemy rivalry. A while back they did a versus thing. Gladys Knight versus Patti LaBelle, and it was entertaining. These two ladies who've been in the game for so long, being both solo artists and being part of groups, and it was fun. It was kind of it was entertaining. And Pally is she is a cook, and she said back in the day when she was on the road, she had to cook a lot. You were living out of a suitcase sometimes. You had to learn how to be creative with cooking. And she has her patty pies. I eat her patty pies. They're pretty good. Sometimes you might want to heat them up a little bit. Taste a little better. Sweet potato pie. White people, we like sweet potato pie because it's actually sweet, not pumpkin pie. We got to put, pumpkin pie is not sweet. It's never sweet. I have tasted pumpkin pie before. It is bitter. There's not enough sugar. You put it to make it bitter or spice. Sweet potato pie is the best. Yes. And was a while back. Her hometown. I think it was about a couple years ago. Her hometown of Philadelphia even named a street after her, and that's great. I mean, that's really something amazing about it. Wow. And her and Jill Scott are probably the two biggest stars out of Philly. Oh, there's so many others like Hall and Oates and Will Smith and so many great legends from that city. But like I said, Patti Bell is one of them. And she even was on Dancing with the Stars at about 2015. She's done some TV shows like American Horror Story. She's done. There was a series she remember All Our Night was with who was it? Morris Chestnut and I think it was Tisha Campbell's ex-husband was on that show. It didn't last too long. It was an all right show, and she has been around for quite some time. And some time ago, she was married before. She has a couple of children, but she is now dating a man much old enough to be one of her sons, and they have a nice relationship. And I'm wondering what these two doing with these patty pies together. No, respect Miss Patty. You gotta respect Miss Patty. I remember she was on the stage when some dude. I mean, you can find that video. She's on the stage with some dude, and she said something, and he made a comment, and she had a look on her face. And he had to apologize. I mean, he got busted. But she is an icon, a fashion icon, a music icon, just a great lady. I mean, I think she's in Grammy Hall of Fame, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Apollo Theater Hall of Fame. I mean, she's inductee into the Rolling Stone Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just. I think she should be in the also the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She should have been in a long time. I mean, you know, she has just been around for her skill set, and even a woman her age, she's still bad. I mean, my Perfect Sage I did a for Valentine's Day. I put in my Perfect Sage Mature, Knock the Dust Off of them series, and I mean, I tell you, Miss Patty is still bad looking for a woman her age. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, she is a great artist, a great lady, amazing. Being in this industry as long as she has, being a songwriter, an artist, a singer, a mother, a wife, a chef, a businesswoman. I mean, just amazing person. So, this is a happy belated birthday to the one great Miss Patti LaBelle. And like I said, share this video with everybody else. Maybe I might get to Miss Patti LaBelle. Maybe I might get a response for her. I know, she. I mean, this is dedication to people like my mother who listen to Patti LaBelle and my sisters who listen to them. Anybody who's a fan of Patti LaBelle, just maybe while you're not doing anything, pop in some new attitude, or listen to some On My Own, or something, just one while you're not doing anything, just pop in some classic old school, something new, whatever. Anyway, I like to say very, very happy belated birthday to one Miss Patti LaBelle. You see me all over at George Page. Don't like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.